September 2nd, 1946, Ayn Rand started writing her magnum opus, Atlas Shrugged. 11 years later, it was published. That's why we call September 2nd Atlas Shrugged Day. But I want to read from the opening chapter, the opening scene. I don't like wearing glasses, but let's do this. This is a decaying New York City. The clouds and the shafts of skyscrapers against them were turning brown like an old painting in oil, the color of a fading masterpiece. Long streaks of grime ran from under the pinnacles down the slender soot-eaten walls. High on the side of a tower, there was a crack in the shape of a motionless lightning, the length of 10 stories. A jagged object cut the sky above the roofs. It was half a spire, still holding the glow of the sunset. The gold leaf had long since peeled off the other half. The glow was red and still, like the reflection of a fire, not an active fire, but a dying one, which it is too late to stop. No, thought Eddie Willers, there was nothing disturbing in the sight of the city. It looked as it had always looked. He turned the corner in the narrow space between two dark silhouettes of two buildings. As in the crack of a door, he saw the page of a gigantic calendar suspended in the sky. It was the calendar that the mayor of New York had erected last year on the top of a building, so that citizens might tell the day of the month as they told the hours of the day by glancing up at a public tower. The white rectangle hung over the city, imparting the date to the men in the streets below. It was a rusty light of this evening sunset. The rectangle said September 2nd. Pains me to read this because in 1957, New York City was the greatest city in the world, but Rand is envisioning a future collapse due to bad ideas. But every September 2nd, I celebrate Atlas Shrugged. Of course, one of my greatest achievements in life was being on the Great American Reads talking about Atlas Shrugged with my dearest Carrie Ann. Someday this will be a holiday, maybe, or maybe February 2nd will. But that's a long, long time from now. But as Rand said, anyone who fights for the future lives in it today. Signing off.